Hola estudiantes, hoy vamos a aprender qué es el modo What is mood. This is taken from English Grammar for Students of Spanish by Emily Spinelli. What is mood? ¿Qué es el modo? Mood, in the grammatical sense, applies to verbs and indicates the attitude of the speaker towards what he or she is saying. Different moods serve different purposes. For example, verbs that state a fact belong to one mood. You're studying, you studied. The verb form that gives orders belong to another mood, study. Some moods have multiple tenses. You need to learn the names of the mood so you will know what your Spanish textbook is referring when it uses these terms. So far in Spanish 1 and 2, you have learned verb tenses that belong to the indicative mood. The present tense, the preterite tense, the imperfect tense that you have learned belong to the indicative mood. Soon, when we refer to the present tense that you are used to use, we will call it present indicative. In English, verb can be in one of the three modes. The indicative mood. It is used to state an action of the verb, that is, to indicate facts. This is the most common and most of the verb forms that you use in everyday conversation belongs to the indicative mood. Luis studies Spanish. Carla was here. They will arrive tomorrow. The second mood is the imperative mood. It is used to give commands and orders. This mood is not divided into tenses, and we're talking here in English. Por ejemplo, Luis studies Spanish now. Carla, be home on time. In English, the third mood is the subjunctive mood. It is used to express an attitude or feeling toward the action of the verb. It is subjective about it. In English, this mood is not divided into tenses. The school requires that the students study Spanish. I wish Carla were here. The teacher advises that he do his homework. In Spanish, the Spanish language identifies three moods: the indicative, the subjunctive, and the imperative. The indicative mood, as in English, is the most common. You have learned some of these tenses. Present indicative, Luis estudia. Imperfect indicative, Luis estudiaba. Preterite indicative, Luis estudió. Because we often contrast present subjunctive with present indicative, we're going to call present indicative presente del indicativo. Please notice in the examples that present indicative is the same tense that you learn in Spanish 1 as the present because it belongs to the indicative mood. In Spanish, the subjunctive mood. It is used more frequently in Spanish than in English. The Spanish subjunctive has four tenses: present, imperfect, present perfect, and past perfect. We're going to focus mostly in the present subjunctive, and at the end of the year, we will learn the imperfect subjunctive. During class, we're going to call present subjunctive as subjuntivo, even though it's a mood. It is shorter and easier to identify. So, every time we say subjuntivo, we're going to be referring to present subjunctive. In textbooks, when there is no reference to mood, the verb belongs to the most common mood, that is, the indicative. The imperative mood. It is used to give commands. The translation for commands in Spanish is mandatos. This mood borrows from present indicative and present subjunctive. In Spanish 1 and 2, we have learned to make two commands. Ejemplos: hijo, come la comida. Niño, habla con tu madre. Now, please study for your flip mini quiz. Make sure you understand. This might require to watch the video or read your field note guide several times. And if you have questions, take notes so you can come in the morning for explanations. Thank you so much.